Sabadi Thong Sao, Koi Usai, Ban Khokhe, Mekong. I'm gonna give an update on the Riverhouse. I was stranded for right at 2 weeks. I was stranded for 12 days. So I haven't been up here. It's just absolutely amazing how fast everything grows. I had this all freshly cut before I went up north, and man, everything's changed. The river's real high. I'll show y'all in just a bit. Good morning, Todd. Here's an update for you from the Riverhouse at Ban Khokhe. It's Saturday morning, right at 7 o'clock. And looks like our wall repair drainage is working real well. Still got some settling of the dirt, but none of this is washed out anymore. And the hole is obviously working. As you can see, no water's come up over here. Down the spillway, it's all clean, but the water has come up very high and receded from the river and the drainage ditch. The boats are kind of piled up here, but there's really no access point really to hardly get in here. I'm gonna let them start coming in here, but y'all remember from a couple videos ago, this tree was high and dry and another 5 or 6 meters through the water. And now it's only this little tit of land here that's out of the water. That clump of bamboo. And then someone put a log across trying to get a place to be able to walk over here, but that thing's slicker than hell. It looks like the water come up because that's all muck from the river, I believe. It doesn't even look like enough runoff to come through our drainage hole. Walk up here. Darn mud, soft dirt and mud feels good on the bare feet. Looks like I got my first coconut. It fell by its own. There's no way I can get up there, shoot 100 foot and harvest them, so it's kind of nice. I'll crack that open later. Walk over here by the riverbank. Where I used to garden at is 100% underwater now. And my banana trees are doing well though. The darn cows haven't gotten into them, so looking forward to them. They're really taking off. You can barely see where I used to garden down here. There's my papaya trees, and the old pot plant I had in the corner over there is finally gone. A boat's been piled up on it, so hopefully they took it down before they put the boat on it. But you can see where the poles were and where my fence was is now right at the water's edge. Them trees are what, 50, 60 foot on the Todd's land, and they're well underwater. And you can see without all this vegetation and debris and logs that I piled up along this, you can see how the riverbank itself would just wash away if all this wasn't here. Up here on the scrub land, shoot, hardly nothing's grown. It's just weeds over here in the burn pile, but can't really burn when it's this wet. My my primitive cow fence is holding up. This is Someone's been walking here trying to get down to their boat. Say it's right hard to get to them now. That's about the only access point. You really can't get to the boats from the temple side because that was all washed away last year. I want to mention, I was talking about all the trash debris that floats down the Mekong when it's heavy. Sitting here, there's a you can't really see it, but there's a big old plastic blob right now. It's another blob of plastic and debris. Logs are floating down. Can't really zoom in on it, but man, I wish I had a better camera. It's kind of amazing and sad at the same time. There's another whole giant glob of plastic and debris floating down. You know, when all their hillsides are being flushed, anything that's laying around, logs or whatever, is going to just fly right down the river, end up in the Mekong. That's a right tall tree right there. And look how high it's, you know, up. That's easily over 6 foot high on that tree, maybe 7 foot. Shoot, I believe it might be higher than that because I don't believe I could grab that first branch. And so that might be 8 foot or more above the ground level. And the ground level was already 2 or 3 meters above the river. So it's still early in the rainy season. It has a long ways to go to get up to here though. You're talking, shoot, I don't know how many more meters to get up to here, but I'm awful glad I didn't denude that bank, because even if the water gets high, that soil ain't really going anywhere. You walk over here where there wasn't no vegetation, and everything's already washed away. The bank is eroded away. The bank is getting eaten away here. So the river is going to get up here because this was a drainage ditch, and it's, you know, obviously a low point. I hope it clears up enough today that I can get a little bit of work done. I hope everyone enjoyed this update. I'll talk to everyone later. Todd and Nene at Now in Lao and at Nene Lao Life. They have siliconed a lot of the screws. Obviously must be the worst offenders where they saw it crimped. I didn't see any leaks downstairs, and it's been raining right heavy, so it's obviously much better. As you see, there is silicon. Various spots out there in the middle, and over there quite a bit where it was leaking, and over here where it was leaking. Go over here and they've hit a few spots. Down along there was a leak, and along here there was some leaks down there. It's a good start. You know, eventually you may need to go ahead and silicone up all the screws, but it's better than it was. No substitution for doing it right the first time, but they made the effort, and it's not leaking anymore, which is good. No problems down here in the old part of the house, no leaks. I went into y'all's bedroom and I didn't see any leaks. No water damage up on the ceiling except where it was previously. But I don't see any issues in here, which is good. I saw some trailers or whatever you call it from the ants right here. That ain't nothing to do. What you can do about that? Everything looks good out here. There's no leaks here. Was leaking here and it's not anymore. No puddles on the floor. No puddles up on the sink. I don't see any water damage to the tiles. Come over here to the other bathroom, it was leaking real bad. And there's only a drop or two in the pan. I don't know if that was just where it evaporated from leaking before. I don't see any daylight. Well, there's a hole right there. You can see, I'll take a look at that. That's not even where a screw is. That just looks like a hole. Shoot, I'll patch that up myself. Get it from the edge. Much better. See you, Todd. See you, Nene.